Audemars Piguet right now, this moment, is booming. It is booming. AP is probably the strongest brand, I'll put it out there right now, strongest brand in the watch community, which are going for crazy money. I always say to people, buy good looking watches and you kind of be all right. Because someone out there will always want it. Okay, so this watch probably will sell for around, when it goes, $1 million. So it's crazy. It's a lot of money.
Crazy.
It's a lot of money. So when I go to Miami Watch Show, I will go in there, I'll find exactly what they're selling their prices at.
It's an information grab.
It's an information grab. There you go.
Keeping it moving, keeping it moving. What are we doing if we ain't moving? Hey, keeping it moving, keeping it groovy. Yeah, hey.
Just stepped off a plane, never hopped in a range, I hopped in a Uber. Straight to the stage, but I stopped at a break, big belly like Buddha. Metabolism sliding down, but the bars ain't. Go hard, but the flow so blasé. From the east to the west, no Kanye. Crowd went nuts when I stepped in the park.
Moving, keeping it moving. What are we doing if we ain't moving? Hey.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Broad Talks. It's me, Henry, here with the big man, the owner, Kieran Richardson. There's something I want to ask him quickly. Why is man wearing glasses inside?
Why are you trying to banter me straight away?
Bro, you coming in wearing sunglasses like you're some kind of celebrity.
Yeah, bro, I just come off a flight from Miami, so I just came straight here and I'm just shooting with you. So
yeah, I know.
Give me some bloody credit, you know what I mean? Bloody, I should have went home and went to sleep.
Yeah, I know. Maybe next time I'll wear a pair of sunglasses. See how that goes down.
You can't pull it off, lads.
No, I don't think I can. So today's it's another episode. We've got a couple messages, a couple comments that we're not giving Audemars Piguet, AP enough credit. So we decided we're going to dedicate a whole episode just to AP. Because truth be told, even when it comes to me, I don't reckon I give them enough credit, and they are beautiful watches. So Kieran, what watch are we going to get into first?
As you said, Audemars Piguet is a massive, massive brand. I love the brand. I've always loved it. Even when I started collecting watches early on, I was buying offshores. So today, we've bought an offshore, a Byblos version. It's a hard one because they're kind of gone now. Not gone, but the market in the offshores are just dead.
And why do you think that is? Is that because of they're bigger, right?
Yeah, they're bigger. They're 44 millimeter. This one here in particular is a lovely watch. I love it. Summer edition Byblos.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, 500 pieces were made. It was a collaboration with the hotel in Saint-Tropez. I think it came out in 2017. But it's lovely. It's full rose gold, chronograph. But I think
it looks like a bad boy watch.
It's beautiful.
It is a bad boy watch. Like it's heavy. Like for those with bigger wrists, like it's 100% a watch for them. But I think this is what you're about to say. They're just not in right now, right?
They're not in right now. You understand when offshores first came out in 1993, it was all a big watch. Everyone loved it, and and even me, I loved it when I first started collecting watches. I was buying these watches. Go back 17 years ago. I remember the first watch, big offshore I bought was a Montoya.
Okay.
And you probably don't know what that is, but
too young again.
But the Montoyas, the Grand Prix, the Barrichello 2s, Barrichello 257s, all these watches were the in watch. Everyone loved it, and it just shows you how things can change very quickly in the watch world. So, and no one really, even though the Royal Oaks were always been the stand up. What's the word I'm looking for?
Like the sort of go-to.
The go-to watch for AP, Gerald Gentler design. But the offshores took the world by storm. Everyone loved the big cases.
Yeah.
But right now, in 2022, even before that, go back, they've been dead now for the last probably 5-6 years.
Well, and when you say like been dead, do you just mean like market value? And
when I say dead,
like people not wearing it, because obviously it's a beautiful watch, and like anyone that owns this watch. Have no worries. It's beautiful.
People ain't wearing them, bro. I'm telling you now, people ain't wearing them. When I go out and in the street and things, or well, not street, when I'm out, I never see anyone wearing offshores no more.
I don't see too many people selling them either. Like other dealers, things like that. Obviously, they're about. Of course they are. It's
and they're nice watches. I really like them, but I do feel like in this climate right now, it's all about the thin, slick watches. We know we sell the watches, and everyone asks us for Royal Oaks, Pateks 571s and things like that, which are thin. Have you ever been asked for that, honestly?
No, it was the first watch I was ever asked for when I started working here was an AP Royal Oak skeleton on steel.
Yeah, double wheel balance.
Yeah, double wheel balance. And I fell in love with that watch straight away because I was like, this watch is awesome. And then I was introduced to the bigger cases, the Byblos, and I was like, it's not for me. But I can still understand how people would like it. It is beautiful.
And I feel like when they first brought out the offshores, they were doing a lot of limited editions, different limited editions.
Yeah.
Now, even though they do limited editions, it's more like they've left it behind now. It's more about, you know what I mean, boutique.
Because this particular one,
yes,
only 50 made, right?
Yeah, so this one's 50 made.
So that's super rare.
It's super rare. It's a rare watch. In total, they did 500. But
and to put it into perspective, AP make 40,000 watches every year, and there's only 50 of this.
Yeah, 50 of this. On the back of it, it's got the signature of Byblos Hotel.
Right.
So this came out in 2017. They released the full rose gold version for men, and for ladies they wrote out, I think it was a steel one with diamond bezel.
Yeah, and that's slightly smaller, but still big for a lady, but slightly smaller.
It's definitely smaller for a lady. And also another story about this watch. I actually bought this watch off AP directly.
Yeah.
I remember.
But this edition?
No, not this edition. Summer edition.
Right.
450 pieces made.
Okay.
And I paid at the time, I think it was £42,000.
Yeah. So that's the rough area for retail on these watches.
Yes, and I couldn't get a Byblos edition because all the Byblos editions sold out on the day
straight away
in Saint-Tropez. All 50 of them were gone. And I asked AP, can you get me one? They said, no, we can't get you one. They're sold out. So I ended up buying this watch. I liked it. It's heavy though. It's very heavy in the wrist.
Yeah.
But I've sold it now. It went a while ago. The dial, I think the dial's nice. It's good. It's clean. It's clean. It's a summer watch.
Yeah. But it's got that sort of that signature AP Tapissier dial, right?
Yes, it has that dial. Yes, and obviously there's the 50th anniversary for Byblos Hotel.
Yeah.
But going into AP itself, I feel like the offshores. I want to say dead. We just don't get asked for them no more.
But do you think it's more like it's an error thing and like it might come back?
I think so. It can come back. Yes, because I like the design. It's a nice design. As we know, fashion is always going, rotating. Right.
And AP might just like start releasing more. You know, they might start that directive and start pushing bigger watches.
For sure. And let me tell you this right now. Audemars Piguet right now, this moment, is booming.
Yeah.
Okay. It's probably the strongest right now in March.
Yeah.
We March, right? Yeah.
End of March.
End of March. It is booming. AP is probably the strongest brand. I'll put it out there right now. Strongest brand in the watch community, which are going for crazy money.
Yeah.
Go back 12 months. It was probably one of the weakest brands.
Mm-hmm.
No one wanted them.
Yeah, wasn't seeing them anywhere. Not even Royal Oaks. Like.
Yeah. Even though Royal, it's a classical thing, but no one was buying them. I had perpetual calendars, green dials, limited edition. No one wanted them.
Yes.
You saw that watch. It's a beautiful watch,
beautiful
right?
Watch,
no one wanted it. Look at it now. The watch is 500 grand.
Yeah.
I couldn't even sell it for 250.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not wrong. Yeah.
I think might even cheaper than that. I can't remember what it was, but it just shows you how quickly the tides can turn in the watch world.
Yeah.
So 1 minute you think you're raking it in, and next thing you know, it can go down.
So it really does prove the sort of volatile market that it is. But for both ways, it can do you wonders, and sometimes it can flop.
Yeah, it can flop.
And that's why we do tell everyone.
We do tell everyone. That's why I do these shows, to try and put it out there. I don't want to scare people off.
Yeah.
Because watches make people a lot of money.
But you also don't want to be telling everyone that every time you invest in a watch, it's going to be.
No,
it's going to be a winner. But we sell in confidence in what we have.
Yeah, always. Obviously, we try and buy the right products. And obviously, on this episode, we just want to touch base on AP because I love AP. It was the first brand that I really got stuck into when I was collecting watches.
Yeah.
My first watch was a Montoya Rose Gold, and I loved it. So I've got an affiliation to the brand. I do like the brand. Have I bought an AP in a long time? Offshore? No, I haven't bought one. So I don't like them no more. Well, yeah, I don't like them. Maybe I don't like because they're a lot bigger on my wrist.
And you're not trusting them right now.
And I'm not confident in them right now. And also,
let's talk about how much it's worth. Let's talk about why we're not that confident in the market.
Okay, to be fair to this watch itself, in the market right now, that watch is around £55,000, £60,000. So
still over retail. What people are
it's
paying.
still over retail. It's not like it's gone under retail. And even all the offshores, they're still roughly. None of them are really tanked that bad.
No.
The ones what I'd say probably tanked are probably the Grand Prix, the Carbon, the Rose versions. They've tanked, but a lot of them kind of hold.
Yeah.
But they're.
Well, this one was always going to be a bit different because of the limited.
Factor. Yeah, a lot of them are limited as well, but this one was always a bit different because it's full solid rose and it's white. It's good looking.
Yeah.
I always say to people, buy good looking watches, and you kind of be all right because someone out there will always want it.
Yeah, we've also had that watch on before.
Yeah.
On a blue.
Yeah.
strap,
So
and it was
this
unbelievable.
Yeah. So this watch, when you buy this watch, it comes with 2 straps. It comes with a white one and it comes with a navy blue. Me, I prefer it on the navy blue.
Yeah, I just think it's. Well, if I'm summer, I'm going away. I'm going to Saint Tropez.
Yeah.
I'm putting on that strap.
Of course.
But, you know, you come into London, it's dark and gloomy like it is today.
Yeah. So I think
I'm
the
rocking the blue strap.
whole philosophy behind it is where some white for summer, and
Yeah.
when you come into England or wherever you go
Yeah,
in
England.
winter, you put on the blue strap.
Yeah.
But it is nice. You know, it's a 3-1-2-6 movement. Do I see it going up in value?
Yeah. that's
Honestly, I if it comes back around, it'll probably. I don't know. Me personally, no.
Not in the next year,
Not in the next year, no.
but in the future.
in the future, it can.
Yeah, you never know. So moving on from a watch that you say you sort of didn't like and we weren't trusting into one that has been timeless ever since they've released it. The Royal Oak.
Yes.
We've got a special one here.
Yeah. So,
Talk to me.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the hierarchy of AP.
Yeah.
So this watch I hold in my hand right now is a ultra thin Royal Oak Tourbillon watch, UAE edition. So I'm sure it'll pop up on the screen. The dial is a turquoise bluish color. It's like it looks like a Tiffany blue.
It's got that same dial where it looks. You sort of described it as like sort of it's
Like honeycomb.
honeycomb
Yes, yeah, in the background. What's it called? Tapisserie.
Yeah, tapisserie.
Dial. It's an amazing piece. This is very, very rare. It's the first watch I've seen in my hands, and I've never seen anyone with this watch. But it is kind of new out.
Yeah.
As we know, there's only 10 pieces in the world made.
And you're not confident that when this one goes, that we'll be able to get our hands on another one. But
No,
really.
I feel once this goes, we'll probably won't see one again.
Yeah.
So when they released this last year, was it
So only 10 made,
only 10 made for UAE, obviously United Arab Emirates.
and it was after the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, right? That they've sort of.
So
based it on.
so the color of the dial is based off Yas Marina in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah,
That's their color.
correct.
That's their thing. So you see other combinations have done this before. I think Richard Mille have done a Yas Marina.
Yeah.
And obviously this one now.
It's a beautiful color.
It's a beautiful color, and
Sick.
obviously Tourbillon movement. Also, I think most of these, when they come out, they probably go to royal family.
What in
Yeah,
UAE? Yeah.
in UAE. Most of them will go to them. It's made of titanium and platinum.
So talk to me about that. Which bit's which?
Okay, so the bezel is in platinum.
Yeah.
And the what is called
The links.
the links,
and then yeah,
the little micro links
The little
are in
micro
platinum.
links.
In platinum also, it's double clasp, which is nice. You pull the button, it just opens up. But the main thing about this watch, about what I always say about any watch, is the dial. The dial make the watch.
Dials make watches.
Dials make watches, and obviously how rare it is as well. And price wise, can I put a price on it?
No, well, trying to figure out the list price of that watch. It's near enough impossible. Like they're
Yeah.
giving them probably to like the royal
Yes,
family, as we said.
exactly.
They're giving them to high net worth people.
And it makes sense because we know Arabs wear platinum and
Yeah.
steel, so it makes sense
Yeah.
for them. We know it's a 41 millimeter. The caliber on this watch is 2926. Am I saying right?
Yeah,
I think
believe
so. Sorry, 2924 caliber. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm wrong. But it's an ultra rare watch. I love it. Would I buy it for my collection? Yes, I would,
Yeah.
because it's rare. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but if you're buying this for your collection, how much do you think you're paying?
It's a big question. Okay, so this watch probably will sell for around, when it goes, $1 million. So it's crazy. It's a lot of
That's
money.
crazy.
It's a lot of money.
Because I've seen you put that watch on your Instagram story, and he just put under it DNA, or what is it?
No,
DEA.
DEA.
DEA. Don't even ask.
So when you see me put DEA, don't even ask.
Don't even ask the price, because that watch is mega.
Yeah, but you like it, right? It's a nice
Yeah,
watch.
mate,
I think
come on.
all the guys who are going to watch this now, they're going to say it's a wow piece.
Yeah.
Definitely a wow piece.
And
It's
like you get these wow pieces that are worth the sort of 500 grand to £1 million that some people are like, oh, it's just not for me. I can't see anyone looking at that watch. Maybe it's because it's platinum and titanium. That are going to be, oh, I'm not wearing that. Like, it's just
No.
beautiful.
So
and it's understated in a way because of the bracelet, but the dial just brings out that certain.
and I think now the whole fashion thing now with the Tiffany colored dials
Yeah.
is the in thing right now, correct?
100%.
Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. I love the dial, but no one's ever going to say they don't like it. I don't think it comes
Yeah,
down to
well-
the price. It's a lot of money.
I think people are going away from the sort of old-fashioned thinking of like watches have to be like really smart and like really cool and ready to wear for work. But now people out here wearing Pateks with Tiffany dials, as you said. So people are like, I'm going to be wearing other coloured dials.
Yeah, and I feel like it's super rare, right?
Yeah.
And if you compare it to the 571 Tiffany, which is obviously rare as well, 170 pieces, same colour dial. This is obviously much more complicated movement, tourbillon, than the 571. It's probably a better watch, correct?
Yeah, but it comes down to the point of marketing, doesn't it?
100%.
Patek just marketed that beautifully. Everyone's talking about it.
Everyone's talking about
Whereas
it.
People won't know about this watch.
The people don't know about it. It's not out there.
Yeah.
As I said, we know it's very rare.
That's maybe something AP might need to like work on in the future. Obviously, they're getting it in anyway. It's AP.
Yeah, but you say that, but they sold them all out.
Yeah, of course, but it's not hard to sell out 10 watches. Is
Yeah,
it?
true, but for bloody $1 million it is, right?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of
So
course.
so this on the flip side. So we're comparing the two. Obviously, this is much thinner,
Yeah.
much lighter.
But it's just more of an everyday watch, even though that's on a leather strap.
Yeah, but this is obviously this iconic.
Yeah.
This is iconic. The design, right? The Geragentus design,
Yeah.
which is iconic. But for me, I just love the watch, and I'd like to. That's why I brought it in the show today to talk about it.
Yeah. Well, I'll be sort of be ashamed if you didn't. That watch is absolutely stunning.
Stunning. It's a stunning piece.
Obviously, we'll get all the graphic. You would have seen all the graphics on the screen, but that dial is absolutely beautiful. And God, I'd love to wear that watch.
Yeah, I would love to wear it as well. So whoever
But
buys it,
like $1 million, that's a lot to be
it's
walking around with.
you know
isn't
what?
it?
It's a lot of money.
Well, in UAE,
I think
you're all right because
yes,
of the
yeah. You
what's
can
it
wear
called?
them
The Lords.
watches
Yeah,
in
you can wear
Dubai.
them
You're
watches.
fine.
They're so safe.
And I think that whoever does purchase this watch, I think they can make money on it
Yeah.
because the rarity.
So you're saying if you're paying like $1 million now, like can that go any further? That watch?
Of course it can. Of
Yeah?
course it can. Yeah, no doubt. So when you invest in money like that, which is astronomical,
Yeah.
mind blowing
Yeah.
money,
You can't fathom that kind of money.
you can't.
Especially for a watch.
Yes, but as we know, history tells us we've sold watches at these prices.
Yeah.
And now them watches we've sold are near 2 million or
Yeah,
1.8 million.
exactly.
So the returns are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Near enough 100%, 80%. That's just mind blowing also. But I feel like you need to buy the right watch. And I always say, when you buy these things, think long term as well. Don't think, I've paid $1 million for a watch.
It's not a quick flip.
It's not a quick flip. I want to sell it for 1.1 or 1.2.
Yeah.
Someone might say to you, no, I'll give you 800 grand for it,
Yeah.
and you're 200 grand down. So I always say long process. Yeah, you got to think long in your head.
100%.
So the next watch you got there
Yeah.
is
So this is where we're getting to that part of the show again, which we started on our last show, where we're going to talk about a watch which we've seen someone wear, and it's actually what really fired us to do the show, because we saw a video online and an Instagram of John Mayer. Tell me a bit about John Mayer. I don't know too much about him. Kieran was the one that sent me this post. He was like, bro, we've got this watch. We have to talk about it.
yeah. So John Mayer is a famous musician, but he's also a famous watch collector.
Yeah.
I'm sure most people have seen the famous
Hodinkee, isn't it?
Houdinki, yes,
Yeah.
with him and what's the guy's name? I can't remember his name anyway. But if you go and type it in John Mayer,
Yeah, we're not going to give his YouTube a shout out now anyway.
Mate. No, listen. It's a good watch.
No,
And
it is.
it's very. It's very. It gives you a lot of information about all different watches.
Yeah.
So
So let's talk about the watch which he's wearing.
this watch here is obviously a Royal Oak perpetual calendar,
Yeah, white ceramic.
white ceramic. I love it. We know what perpetual calendar is, right? What's perpetual calendar, Henry? Come on, tell the people.
where it tells you the month, the year, the day,
Yes.
all those kind of things.
And it tells you that it's leap year also.
Yeah, leap year. So let me actually get into the dial.
Yeah, go on.
So on the dial on the top, it has what month it is,
Mm-hmm.
and then it also has what day, what year it is in the leap year. So it has an L, a 1, a 2, and a 3.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah, and then on the right, it tells you the exact day of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you actually look around the outside of the case of the watch, it has from 1 to 52, and that's telling you the exact week of it.
Yeah.
And in the bottom, it's got the moon phase. And funnily enough, with the moon phase, you don't actually have to change that for every 122 years
Crazy.
at AP.
So listen, these.
It's a holder. And then obviously on the left, you've got the day.
Yeah.
Day of the week as well. So there's honestly nothing this watch can't do when
Yes.
it comes to telling the time.
Yeah, and
telling
telling you much more than that.
So if someone asks you for the time of that watch,
They
and
better-
you get it wrong,
It's
You
poor.
should be embarrassed.
Yeah, it's poor. So that watch came out in 2019. I'm sure it was 2019. Obviously,
yeah, it
it's
was.
obviously being white ceramic. They also before that they bought the black version of it,
Yeah.
and the white version came out after. I like the black version also, but I feel like the white is obviously much more summer vibes.
Yeah.
Very scratch resistant. You can't really scratch
That's
it.
the best thing about ceramic.
But one thing I will say, I'm going to go into it. It can shatter if you drop it. I think so. I ain't going to drop it. I just feel like it feels very like flimsy.
My best advice then,
Yeah.
don't drop your watch.
Yes.
That'll
Definitely.
be my
The
advice.
watch has a 40-hour power reserve. What else can I tell about his watch? The list price on his watch. So if you're buying it from AP directly, I think it's around £72,000.
I think like maybe it's because I'm in the game. I don't think that's like too crazy.
That's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
£72,000 for that watch.
And like obviously
A complication like that.
it's not a
amazing.
limited watch, but it's like it's a boutique only edition watch. So like these watches, like they're hard to come by. They're not easy to get. So
Yeah,
they
they're
are
not-
rare. Obviously they're
It
rare.
is a rare. Well, I love the watch. Obviously, 41mm is like the perfect size for me.
Yeah.
But I like 41mm.
I'd say it's probably average, perfect,
Yes.
perfect size for most males.
I'll tell you a quick story. So is Ian Poulter, the golfer.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's sponsored by AP, or I can't remember who told me.
Probably been sponsored by them all.
I think AP told me the story when I went to Art Basel with them. I'm sure they told me the story. So they gave him one,
Yeah.
and he put one in his golf bag. Apparently,
Okay.
I'm sure if he watches this, we can find out. He put one in his golf bag, and when he did like a crap swing, or I don't want to swear, like a bad swing,
Yeah.
he lashed his bag with his golf
With
with his club.
Yeah, with his club. Hit his
Bro,
bag.
the watch shattered into a million pieces. The watch shattered into a million
Let
pieces.
me guess,
Apparently,
he just called AP.
yeah, he sponsored.
There
They
you
gave
go,
another one next
there's
day.
another one.
But it's very sensitive. But for me, I like it. It's not a watch where your first ever watch to buy.
No.
So I would say the person who buys this watch is a serious collector, has numerous watches.
Yeah.
Because obviously you can only wear it in certain places.
And that dial, the blue,
The blue,
unbelievable.
it's a beautiful blue.
Yes.
And obviously you can see in the back of the watch is titanium base on the
Yeah.
back. The caliber on that watch is 5134 caliber movement. I listen. If I would buy this watch. So Henry, how much you say we'd sell this watch for? How much is it roughly? This watch. We know the list is
Yeah.
£72,000, but the market ain't there, right?
No, the market's not there. This watch is anywhere between like £450,000 to £470,000 easy.
Well, the black versions are going for that as well.
Yeah.
Would you prefer the white version or the black version?
I'm wearing a white t-shirt today, but I wear dark clothing. Like black for me, I'll always pick over anything.
Yeah. Me personally, I prefer the black version.
Bro, I can see you in white. I can see you going back to Miami in a couple of weeks, sticking that on your wrist, on a nice little boat.
Why did I go Miami? Let's tell everyone why I went Miami.
Yeah, so Kieran, you went for a little watch show, didn't you?
Yeah, so I went to the watch show in Miami. So what I tend to do, so everyone knows, I go away a lot. I travel a lot. Everyone says, "Oh, you travel too much."
Yeah.
Says, why? I travel?
Everyone's thinking he's just on holiday the whole time.
They are. I'm not. I'm there to work. Why I travel a lot is because I'll tell you a story. When I first started doing watches, I realized a lot of American dealers and Hong Kong dealers were messaging me asking about buying watches off me, and I got I sold watches too cheap.
Yeah.
So from there, I realized I have to go around the world to see the market, what they're selling their watches at.
Yeah.
So when I go to Miami Watch Show, I will go in there. I'll find exactly what they're selling their
It's an
prices at.
information grab.
It's an information grab. There you go. I always find that UK are kind of always late to the party when it comes to the prices.
Yeah.
So these other countries around the world, Asia and
Yeah.
America,
Well-
they're always like a month ahead on prices. So going back to
I
my,
just think they're ahead in the watch game, full stop. Like
Yeah.
the production and stuff out
of
there.
course, these guys, they're much bigger countries than us.
It's massive, aren't they? Yeah.
So I remember when I got stung one time where I sold my watch too cheap to another dealer. I think it was around $20,000 where I could have made $20,000.
and at that time, it was probably that when the dollar was what half.
Well, I can't remember. It was like in 2017.
Oh, right.
So from there, I learnt my lesson. So I said to myself, I'm going to travel around the world, go to these watch shows, stay ahead of the curve, basically,
Yeah.
and not ever get stung again.
And network, I suppose. as
Oh
well.
yeah, network. I know these dealers anyway.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
networking. You know, a lot of the dealers are my friends.
Yeah.
So I do when I go there, I hang out with them.
And I hold it down back here in London.
You hold it down here back in London. Yeah, you do, bro.
Right, guys, that was it. That's the show for this week. We just thought that we were gonna give you what we've been asked for, just pure watch content. Obviously, we've got the longer ones coming where we're gonna bring up the stories, but we thought we're just gonna bang out a little AP episode for you, give you some insight into our thoughts on these 3 watches, and that's what we're going to be doing going forward. Like just banging out a few little watch videos here and then, having some interviews, doing just us, and just giving the people what they want.
Yeah, and I feel like
so tell us, guys, in the comments, what do you want to see from us? Because obviously we've done the interviews, we've got people on to talk about watches. We talked about us. We've talked about just these watches in particular. So
yeah, so
let us
definitely
know.
we need feedback. So tell us what watches you want us to talk about. Today we've done AP, which we know, and we touched upon it slightly.
And I think we'll going forward. We'll maybe in the next few episodes we'll do maybe other watch brands that we'll just go straight in on.
Yeah. So as you said, we'll do Patek, AP, Richard Mille,
Hublot.
We'll do Hublot. We'll get some Hublots in. There'll be many of those around. We can find a few of those.
Yeah, we'll get them on good deals.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Honestly, we appreciate the love always.
Yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put that notification bell on, follow us on our socials. They'll be up on the screen. Yeah, and guys, thanks for watching.